Hello friends, in this lesson we will learn how Photoshop handles the presets and how we can manage these presets to suit our needs. Now Photoshop has a lot of presets. If you go to this swatches panel and click on this button, you can see there are a lot of presets. Same way, if we go to the gradient tool, there are so many presets and the preset libraries. And this is the tool preset. This is the preset for the selected tool. So there are a lot of presets saved at different places with different tools. The cool thing is that there is one place where we can find them all and manage according to our needs. It is called the preset manager. There are several ways to go to this. I'll show you the easiest way. Go to edit, presets and preset manager. It opens up this dialog box. By default it shows all the brush presets. Now you are familiar with this gear. This is the brushes library. We can reset the brushes, or we can replace the brushes, or we can load any brushes from the library. In preset manager, we can also control the order of these presets. Let me show you another way of going to this preset manager. If we are on brushes, if we click on this drop down and click on this gear, we get this preset manager. The same window. To change the order, we can just click on this one and drag it down and drop it here. Click on done. Now we can see that this soft round which was at the top of the list has gone to the bottom of the list. Cool. Let's again go to preset manager and drag it back to its original place. We can also select the ranges of the presets and shift them all together like so. We can select them and delete them from here, or we can rename them from here. I'll click them back to their original place. Let's select this soft round brush and delete it. You can see it has been deleted. Let's select this one and rename. Instead of hard, I'll name it just hard. Okay. Now its name is just hard brush. We can do all this for all these presets. Swatches, gradients, styles, any. If we have saved any preset as a separate file, we can load it from here. Let's reset the brushes. Now let's load a brush preset. Click on load. I saved this palm leaf brushes from the previous lesson. Select it and load it. You can see that it has been loaded here. This is the first one without settings. This one was with the shape dynamics settings. Now since I use these two brushes quite often, I'll move it to the top. Now I don't have to look for them. They are at the top of the list. We can also select one or multiple brushes and save them. If I select all these by pressing shift and try to save the set, Photoshop will save them in the .abr format. I don't want to save them. If we select this gradient and try to save any of the gradient, it will save it in a GRD format. Cool. Let's now talk about the tools preset. Tools preset can be actually confusing, especially if we are looking at something like brush, because this particular tool does not only have brush tool presets but it also has brush presets. I'll close this. You must be thinking, what is the difference between the brush tool presets and brush presets? Now these are the brush presets. They capture the information in the form of the tip of the brush as well as any of these dynamics in the brush panel. And the brush tool preset is this drop down menu here. These brush tool presets will also capture the settings of these options and this foreground color. Let's select this non-photo blue pencil. You can see that this foreground color has changed to a blue one. With this brush tool preset selected, if we go to the brushes panel, it has some settings configured to it. This particular brush is called natural bristle brush. We will talk about this in the next lesson. If I paint with this, it paints with blue, not with the earlier foreground color. So tool presets are really handy and they come with most of the tools in this tool panel. If we select this crop tool and look at the tool presets, there are quite a few. Now we can only see the tool presets for the crop tool because of this box, because this is checked current tool only. If I uncheck this, we can see the presets for all the tools. Now let's select this desaturate 13 pixels. Our tool has changed to this sponge. I'll check it on again. Now here we can also create our custom tool preset based on these settings. Let's make some changes to this sponge tool. I'll click this vibrance off, I'll click this off, and let's change this flow to say 25% and set it to saturate. Now to save these settings, go here and click on this create new tool preset button. We will name it demo sponge. Okay, we have created a new tool preset for ourselves. Just keep an eye on these options when I switch between these two. Cool. So tool preset is really helpful if someone uses quite a lot of these options and wants to save them. That's all for this lesson, friends. See you in the next lesson.